Are you thirsty? Actually, we're so rude.
Yes, I'm thirsty.
We didn't even know. Here, there you go. There.
I need more.
You need more? Okay.
I need more.
There you go.
Get me wet.
Okay. All right. There. Here. Take some. Is that good?
Very good.
Oh,
very
good. Okay. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
So you've been quarantined, right?
Stop. Yeah, I went. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. What happened? Well, I went to. First, I was overseas in United Kingdom, and I was having a really good time there, with all my close friends, and we all quarantined. But then I heard about the podcast, and I actually got kidnapped. Later on, I consented. I got kidnapped, and I got shipped over to Brazil. And I'd never been to Brazil before. And they were speaking in Portuguese. I picked up some Portuguese. The language, not the men. And, of course, not the men. And they started waxing my entire body. My nipple hairs. The hairs on my lower back. And on my butthole, too.
Jeez.
Did you like that?
Were you trying to get your money's worth? I mean...
Well, they actually force you to wax your body in Brazil.
Dang.
You ever hear about this?
We were talking about it on the podcast earlier.
We knew.
I was saying how, I'd want to get my money's worth, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
They just force you.
It's the entire body.
Dang.
Between your toes. Yeah, I guess it's called the Brazilian wax. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. So they did that, and then they sent me in. So have you ever seen Willy Wonka?
Yeah, and the chocolate factory.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've seen that.
Yeah.
So what happened was, they put me in a machine similar to when they send the guy through the chocolate bar machine.
Oh.
Yeah, when the kid wants to go onto the TV, and they put him in the shrinking machine, and he turns out into a little boy. So it was a similar machine. They didn't tell me there was chocolate, but I shrunk down by 20%, and now I'm smaller and hairless, except for on my head.
Man, you do look shorter. I mean,
yeah, you do.
Here, I'm gonna do a little test here. Let's see. Now look at that.
Well, hold on. Stand up all the way.
Okay. Here, like this. You shouldn't be that short. You must have shrunk by at least a good foot there.
Yes, of course, I got smaller. Stop talking. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry. The last thing we want to do on this show is make anybody uncomfortable.
Yes, and then I got contacted by the Chinese government.
Oh.
And they said, we actually, we're sorry about kidnapping you. And they gave me a free iPhone X Plus. And then they said, okay, you're going to America now. And I got into the cargo ship, and they took me, and they put a backpack on me, and they threw me out of the plane.
Wow. That sounds like the Chinese government, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds like them. Why do they keep doing this?
Wait, do you think that her saying that they threw her out of a plane sounds like the Chinese government? Because they don't even rhyme, or they're not even the same amount of syllables.
They don't, but, I mean, they've done a lot on this show,
Yeah,
and
they have.
It sounds like something they would do, trying to get our attention. They knew Ariana was going to come on the show.
Yeah.
And
it's Ariana.
Oh, sorry, Ariana. And here's another question that I've always had. So, we found out that you go by Grande, by a lot of people who know you really well.
Yeah.
Is it Grande or Grandre?
So it was Grande, but people just kept thinking that that I had a penis. And so my manager asked me to change it to Grande.
I see.
Which is ironic, because you're not Grande. But this is from a movie. I don't know. Paul Rudd he said, and you ordered the coffee. Yeah, I know the coffee. You order the coffee, and there's the different sizes, and the large size is the only one that doesn't mean large.
Ah, yeah.
So, grande is a 16 ounce, right? Or 12 ounce or something. Grande means large. Tall is the middle one, and that's a 16 or whatever. I think it's 20 ounces is tall, and then 30 or whatever ounces is venti, which in Italian means 20.
I think what you got to do is change your name to Ariana Venti. Now, I think the brand name would work.
Yeah, I'll talk to my manager about that. He doesn't like any of my ideas though. What he tells me? He says,
"You need to be a sex icon."
and I don't really want to do that. But he makes me do it.
Jeez. Did he make you wear that outfit too? I'm just curious. I no offense. I mean, if it was him, then, or you, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious, since you're complaining about, him trying to promote sexual activities when you don't want to, and there's...
So, he does let me get away with some things. So what we agreed on was that I choose the bottom half of my body, and he chooses the torso, and I can choose my hair.
Gotcha, I see. So he's the one who was choosing the top, and...
Yeah, I would almost call it a brassiere. I don't actually know any women's clothing names, but that's what I would call that a brassiere or a... That's like... Is that whole thing see-through, or is it just skin colors? Oh, skin color. Okay, but it's almost like you're just wearing a bra to a podcast, which is, maybe a bit distracting. So, your manager, Steve, he knows the marketplace, but he doesn't necessarily know that you're a human. So, yeah, I'm gonna rethink my relationship with Steve.
What would you wear to this podcast if Steve wasn't there?
I'd probably want to wear a hoodie, I'd probably wear these pants, but probably not the heels.
I see. Man.